Hello and welcome to the SIHL expansion tournament. Today we got 3 games. We're going to go left to right. This is for February 22nd, a Saturday. So starting on the left, we'll move 1, 2, 3 games today, just left to right like usual. Start with the Denver Dragons and the New York Eagles. So the Denver Dragons today, they play the New York Eagles. The New York Eagles, they're on a hot streak. They're probably the bigger story. So New York, I want to focus on them first because the New York Eagles, this is their 5th straight win. I will do a video on them. 5 wins for the New York Eagles in a row. And this one is a 4-2 win over the Denver Dragons. So, the Dragons, they get some goals. They get like 1 or 2. But their defense just collapses. They're just in shambles, and they have no way of responding. If they could score 4, 5, 6 goals, they'd probably be fine. And they at least get 1 point out of it. But they can't do that. And so they lose this one 4-2 to the New York Eagles. The New York Eagles move to 6-3-1. Meanwhile, the Denver Dragons, they fall to 4-6-0 with 8 points in the season. 13 points in the season for the New York Eagles. And I do get a Vegas ad on, by the way. And one of the Vegas ad, they've been good for basically forever. But enough of the NHL talk. We'll get back to the Summer Ice Hockey League expansion tournament. I know it has a long name. I'm just rambling. So the next team I want to look at, probably should remember. I think the next thing I probably need is like a pointing stick. So we have the Winnipeg Wolfpack and the Calgary Cougars. So this one I did cover. Really a boring game. Just the 1 goal in the first period by the Calgary Cougars. They win it 1-0 over the Winnipeg Wolfpack. So the Winnipeg Wolfpack, hello, their offense, hello. And the collapse continues. They are now 5-5. They are literally at 500. They are falling apart quickly. Something needs to happen with this Winnipeg team. They were 5-0 to start, and they've lost 5 straight in the tournament. There's only 24 games, so that's a lot. It's almost half the season right there, if you want to call it a season, which is not really one, but okay, I'm just rambling at this point. So the Calgary Cougars, they get the 1 goal early on. That's enough for them to win. They move to 6-4-0. 12 points in the season. As crazy as that sounds, this will help that point total, and those stats will help them a lot. Because did I expect them to be this high? No. Hell no. They were like down the boondocks, bottom of the league, 1-4 to start, something like that. You're like 1 or 2-4. It was bad. And now they're 6-4-0. A lot of improvements. I believe they did lose a game recently, though, but it doesn't really matter now. 6-4-0. So that's 4 points on the season for the Calgary Cougars. A 1-0 win over the Winnipeg Wolfpack, who fall to 5-0 at 500. Because that would be when you have as many points as many games you've played. 10 points, that's a point per game. No, yikes. If I was a player, that'd be nice, but I'm not tracking player stats for this, just team stats. So the Wolfpack, 5-5-0 as tough. We move to the final game on the board, the Kansas City Wings, being hosted by the San Diego Sharpshooters, and it's pretty much predictable at this point. So pretty cool back and forth game, I'm assuming here, a 4-3. This is what the score of the sim pulls out. I'm using the NHL sim. I'm just picking like a team that's close to, that has a similar like record or like a similar standing in the NHL to the team does in their league at that time. That's kind of how I do this. Not always the same team. Just gonna change depending because teams move up and fall down. It's probably not a perfect way to do it, but that's the easiest and best way to do it because I can get actual results that I can enter onto the board and into the standings. I can enter all this in. I know what I'm doing. So, the K-Wings a 4-3 win over the San Diego Sharpshooters. 4-3 win in regulation, mind you, over the San Diego Sharpshooters. They just keep finding ways to win. They just keep going. I don't... 8-1-2. They have the most points, 18 points in the season. If you want to call it a season, 18 points so far, just 8 for the Sharpshooters. Again, similar to Winnipeg, something's got to change if they want to fix this. Really, all these three teams, but especially these guys and these guys. Something needs to change. Because they both had really good starts, and now they're falling off a cliff. So the K-Wings, a 4-3 win, regulation. Hey, they're scoring enough to win. That's all you need. So the K-Wings moved to a ridiculous 8-1-2, 18 points of the season. And then the San Diego Sharpshooters fall to 4-6, 8 points on the season for them. It's going to be a really interesting power rankings here. So that'll pretty much do it for this one. This is your recap, 3-game recap for February 22nd, a Saturday. And right after this, the power rankings will come out. And I'm Thomas Rose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.